All right, Insomniacs, here we go. Let's turn on. I'm going to stick to Instagrams since I usually broadcast in absurd hours of the night. It makes sense. It's on brand. But it is. Oh, shoot. I didn't even think of that. Oh, wait. I got to fix. All right, because I need a timer. But I'm running low on battery. Hopefully, this works out. Let's see here. Okay. So, well, let's get it started. Let's ramble.
The weekly ramble.
This is the segment where I take a timer, set it for 22 minutes, and ramble about art. We've begun. This week, I felt a reset because I got in a funk there for a little bit, and I realized that. So I haven't been able to get back to my normal studio space because I've been moving things around, and my day to day just wouldn't allow me to get back and do what I needed. And so my kind family stepped in and gave me some time to organize that. And this week I was fully back in my proper studio space. And it's so weird how being removed from an environment like that can affect you. Like I feel more like myself where I was starting kind of not to, and that sounds completely nuts. It's okay. I wasn't, wasn't doing anything too weird, but yeah, but I was feeling just, uh, and I think that was a large part of it. And then my flow in the studio has been so nice. And yeah, I've been happy with that. So it's good. It's good to be back, or recalibrated, I guess. I was thinking about earlier my friend Jesse. Wonder if he listens to these. But he asked me, now Jesse's very much an in-person type of artist, and he's ventured online. But he was asking me about, should he sell on Etsy? Should he sell on Shopify? And that's a loaded question. I really, I don't know. It differs for everyone. I stopped doing Etsy. I was thinking of putting it back, but I'm not sure. But I think if I could, because currently I have a website powered by artstorefronts.com, which I'm not sponsored by. I don't know that I recommend. It's very funny because they send out an survey, or it pops up in your back end of when you're trying to work day to day, which is one thing that I really hate. It's like, I'm trying to work. I shouldn't get your spam. You email me enough. So there's one gripe. It's like, I think I've actually written them because they kept like, I was like, can you turn those off? I'm like trying to work here. And yeah, they listened. So that was good. They're fair listeners. But so they send out this survey, and it says, on a scale from 1 to 10, how likely are you to recommend art storefronts? I think when I first got in there, it was like an 8. And then, we're down to a 2 right now. Because here's why. So you get slapped with a monthly fee. Like, okay, no, which mine's like $44, I think. And then on top of that, their commissions on your original artwork is 10%. Now there are different tiers. I got my package on sale and it was the smaller one. And so I paid 1,000 up front. But anytime an original sells on my website, they take 10%. That makes sense if they're bringing me the client. They are not. Now I think the sell is that they do all these workshops, which I stopped watching. I don't like the way they push sales. It's very spammy. It makes me feel gross. I don't very little of what they do have I implemented. Um, and they're constantly trying to sell you that stuff. And so I don't like that, and that's why I don't know that I would recommend it. What I do like is they set up your email to where it's integrated into your website. But I think if I could redo it, um, I would pay up and just pay somebody to work all that back end integration into an email list. Because that is one thing. 'Cause Jesse asked me about Etsy and stuff, and like I think all of that stuff's cool, but you should be diversified because even on social media, an email list is still important, and I have one, and it does work because on all of these platforms, and I think that's something that as we progress, we see Web3, all that NFT stuff will help this for creatives. But currently, if my Instagram gets wiped out, like on my bigger account, that's 4,000 followers, 4,000 accounts that I just lose contact with. Some of them are on my email list, but yeah, that idea of having your own thing. So I don't know. I guess Jesse will just have to call me. I haven't talked to him in a while. It's good. He is actually one of my biggest mentors. When I could tell so many Jesse stories, but pretty much he was always so supportive. I met him when I was doing photography, and he needed some copy work, so I went and remember did his first set of copy work, and then yeah, just kept going back, and I would I would ask questions because painting was I always drew and everything, but I don't know. I think like many people, I I thought like I guess like in photography there are processes, because it's a machine, an enlarger. There's all this protocol. And so I think to me maybe I thought that painting was like that making visual art not with the machine was like that. And as I watched what he did and I asked questions and he was kind enough to answer, I realized that, that wasn't the case. And it became it influenced what I did in photography. And then when I transferred into paint, all of that knowledge and understanding came with me. So, so yeah, I'll look forward to talking to him. Maybe I'll call him tomorrow. I'll put that in my notes. Man. So yeah, I've been anthropomorph. I'm gonna say that word wrong. Anthropomorphizing. I guess that's what I'm doing. But basically, I'm taking baseball players with nicknames and having fun with that. Like I've done Ryan Sandberg. I've done who else? The Penguin Ron Say. And then I don't know, I've seen some cool requests. My friend the Mighty Lark mentioned the polar bear, so I just did that one tonight in the studio. It looks pretty awesome. Yeah, so yeah, I got back in there, and the commissions are making more sense. I don't know. It's funny. It's not like an extravagant space, but I guess I've kind of grooved in there, and things just feel right. That's very important. I think in general, you just need to feel right. Because when I feel wrong, it's just I don't know. It's like I'm not here. That's when I feel like the most alien. I've always felt alien, but but sometimes more than others. Yeah. So yeah, the commissions have been cool actually. I've got one that I've been pecking away at. That's that famous picture of Mike Tyson with Daryl Strawberry and Doc Gooden, and it's taking cool shape. And then this piece for my friend Derek, which is kind of based on his father's painting and of a Duke game. So I've been really laying into that. I think it's about done, and it's still like as far as paint and acrylic and all that, I'm still letting those breathe a lot more. I've been kind of focused on that, trying to be more disciplined because I think a part of my urgency is it's a neurotypical thing that I need to get through things, and so I'm messing with that, slowing it down. I think it's good. That's felt good, but I've also been enjoying like the paper stuff. Like I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to think like of myself as a kid. Like if I'd see the stuff I did today, like if I'd believe it that I did that. I think I don't know. That's weird to think about. I did used to think about meeting my future self. That was Back to the Future's fault, probably. But I did used to think about time travel as a kid. So I don't know. Be weird to meet that little kid. I like that. Time is just weird. I'm watching my kids grow, but I'm also, my family, my brother. We went to went to see this Godzilla film, and he and I saw it, and he was so little. It's like, oh my god, has it been that much? That's this old. This is vintage. We're getting, we've gotten vintage, which is nice. It's nice to have made the cut. Yeah, I like it. I'm having a good time. Where's yeah, I sent my friend John a picture one time. Or it was a screen cap of this band we used to watch, and I don't know if they were making another album or something, but he's like, "Oh my god, we're so old," and I could feel the dread. It was a DM, but like, yeah, having fun. It's nice. It's nice, and yeah, and I credit. I don't know. There's always things I want, but yeah, I've done a lot of cool things that I like that complete me, and I think that's where it's at sometimes. When I hear someone talk like that, I think it's maybe because they haven't. And the thing is, it's never too late. It can be done. Yeah, yeah. I wanna. Been itching to do some bigger pieces. I know I've got this this hope of somebody that's gonna commission like a 10-foot piece. Man, I, I would dig into that. Yeah, working bigger is fun. It's all fun, but it's just different. I always thought that that would be hard, but I think it's easier because you can see so much clearer. And yeah, there's a lot to be done. I don't know. I'm hoping on that one. And yeah, well, I'm trying to think of other series. I've got some new markers that I need to do a video for. I like these companies sending art supplies. It's cool because I like new toys. So keep them coming. But yeah, those are so. I didn't think about it. I guess some of these are alcohol ink markers. So I've still got some of the chemistry from that, from the actual alcohol ink kits. I'm kind of curious to mess with those. That'll be some good experimentation. Mm. Then yeah, make the video. I gotta get on that. I put that on reserve. Uh, yeah. What I've really liked is acrylic paint markers. I've gotten really into those because I'll work them on paper, but they're also kind of cool on the actual paintings. Sometimes it's much easier to resolve something I'm trying to accomplish. So this is one company I really like. I might reach out to them some more. They're called Gravy. But yeah, trying to think. But yeah, I've been working more on my Mayan pieces lately. So just that's weird. That's one of those things that cycles through moods. I think it's kind of like because they're more abstract, and I think working that way is kind of like you're trying to work your way out of a puzzle. All paintings feel that way to a degree to me, but when I work that Mayan style, and it's more abstract and it's layers and it's I don't know. That's some of the most I think cathartic work, which is weird to I don't know. It's weird. I'm thinking like it's weird to talk about some of this stuff sometimes because it takes me back to you know exhibiting artworks already. It's a vulnerable place, but and then I did that. I would start to put them on walls, and yeah, that's very vulnerable thing. Is then you get asked questions, and yeah, oftentimes you have to explain yourself. And then from that point, I started to do festivals. And I've talked about this before. That's such a humbling place because although there are arts, there's artists, and oftentimes it is an art festival. Not what people are really there for. They just want to stroll, maybe look at stuff, eat whatever food's there, and so your little 10 by 10 is that's it's your space, and this is everything you've worked on. Really, up to that point, everything in your life that you're putting out there, and there can be so much disinterest. There are the people that are interested, but then there's a lot of talk about learning rejection post Ramble, and then yeah, just getting used to that. I think it was very good for me. I think it's why I'm unaffected and kind of unafraid of any real criticism. I'll listen, but the thing I found the most in art is that it is the occupation where that inner voice and monologue, they serve me the best. And that's what I got. So with that, I will sign off. I will see you next time.
Bebop.
All right. I don't think anyone's awake, but it doesn't stop me from poking around. Let's see. This is weird. I tried to do my I think I talked about this, but the triple screen, but I need a $160 wire. And I'm not currently budgeted for that. So I see someone there. I don't know if I can see comments. Once again. But, all right. But yeah, most people are asleep. All right, I am out of here.
Bebop.